Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I've been fighting with this computer for, oh my God, since this morning. It is now 6 o'clock. So I've been fighting with this thing probably over 7, 8 hours now. And I finally got this computer working. Finally got this computer working. The camera, first it said camera being used by other applications cannot let you get in. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Let's see. Oh man, busy bee gardener, garden. Excuse me. Oh man, homesteader. Um, I have been messing with this computer all day long. On my day off, I was unable to enjoy it because I said I gotta get my computer working. Gotta get it working. Finally, going in and moving these settings around. I will never try to put OBS on this computer again, that software. I will never do that again. It acted like a virus. It wouldn't work right. It just kept doing all kind of weird things. I don't know. The guys who put it on there on their systems, more power to them. So they had it on there where it looked good and it was a background in the back and it was set up real pretty. I hooked it on mine. Mine was doing all kind of stop, start, jerks and everything. I said, I hate this. I said, this is. I just finished watching Love and Hip Hop. Oh my goodness. Have you ever heard that show? It's crazy, but I digress. I'm so excited to get things started for the spring. And spring and winter hasn't even set in yet. Yesterday we had snow here in Maryland. It was just a little dusting. And the news is scaring the heck out of us. Now, along with the coronavirus situation taking place, we are not able. I mean, this is going to affect some of the deliveries of that vaccine. As the snow, keeps hitting certain parts of the U.S., it's going to affect, getting that stuff delivered. And I hope that's not the case because it's like someone's pissed off at the U.S. Because I mean, first was the coronavirus, the highest numbers of deaths in the world. Now we got weather that's coming out of. We had a tornado that hit California. I read a little clips of it. It was turning over cars, flipping cars over. So my thinking is we just got to hang in there. And it's a good thing we know how to grow our own food. Now, also, some conversations about over 80 million U.S. citizens will be affected this upcoming year due to droughts. Droughts. I saw it. I went and looked it up, and it was in places like Texas, and it was in some other places. But I was just shocked, because I remember one drought we had. I used to walk all the way down this hill and go fishing, and then I came back a year later. All that was filled in with water, and they had it where we couldn't use water to water our gardens. It would be a fine that they would give you. Wash the car, they would give you a fine. So what I did, I just put in me a rain barrel system and stored 100 gallons of rain, so I could use it. It was controlled by an electric motor that was hooked up to a battery. It had a solar panel on it. I'm gonna build it back up the way it was. A solar panel, so that I can keep the battery charged. Because I hate, have to disconnect it, charge the battery, and then come back out. It's an easier way to do it. But here's what's going on, folks. I am excited because I'm thinking about giant noble spinach. I'm excited. This is some good spinach. Now, this is a Bear Creek heirloom seed company. So by these being heirloom seeds, oh my God, I'm going to keep these seeds. I'm going to keep these seeds. Oh my goodness, yes. You see the quarter in the middle? See how big the leaves are? I'm going to keep this. I really don't care for spinach that much, other than the fact that sometimes I started saving seeds of other species of spinach. Then I started saving these. Excuse me, I will be saving these. I'm going to be saving these seeds here. It's going to be one of my favorites. And when I start saving them, I up the amount, up the amount, up the amount of seeds to where I have literally thousands of these seeds. I love saving seeds now. I'm getting into that because to keep going to the store and buying them over and over again. This is a I'm just looking at a pack of seeds. Great choice. I take it you have experimented or had them before. I'm gonna tell you something. I ate some spinach years ago. I can't remember the name of it, and I bought it at this seed company here, which is Bear Creek, Baker Creek. Baker Creek. I bought some spinach seeds years ago from them. I don't remember what name it was on them. And the spinach, I picked it right from the ground and just started biting into it. And it had a really nutty kind of flavor, and I really liked that flavor. And I said, "Oh my God, I like this." I said, "This is really good." And now I found some seeds. These are mustard greens. Hey, can you see the date on that? Can anyone see the date on it? Anyone? Hope you see that. This is from this is mustard green. It is from 2014, and I bought those on eBay years ago, and I kept restoring the seeds. These are seeds that I saved. Oh my goodness, yes, mustard green. So I looked in my seed container, and literally I saw that I had thousands of seeds, and I'm very excited. Hello, everyone. Everyone. Say hello, everyone. It just says everyone. All right. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see that my system is up and running. I love it. Um, Never OBS is the name of the software. It's free, but I actually purchased it on eBay for $1. I think it was $1.50, something like that. Anyway, it's to allow you to put all these graphics behind your image and all of that. And I wanted to really have a really pretty background with all of the like some of the gardens on there. But see, one thing I have um, to back up my channel is 20 uh, years of gardening experience. 20 years. I've grown everything from watermelons to corn and over. I mean, spinach and all kinds of squash and potatoes, and it goes. The list goes on and on and on. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I said what I have is awesome. Look, let me tell you like this. I had a I when I started this channel, I was excited. First, I was a little nervous about starting. I said, people gonna be hitting you with questions that you don't know if you're gonna have the answer for them. Like for instance, I do not grow flowers. Um, when I first bought my property, it had all these beautiful bushes out front, and I remember my mother saying to me, she said, "Son," a little before passing, she said, "Son, I want you to keep that bushes in that location where it was there before I, bought the house, and it was a pretty good sized bush, and it was a beautiful purple flower. It looked like a trumpet that it produced, and it had all these bees around it and everything. And I should have kept the thing now, come to think of it, but I got rid of it. I cut it down with a chainsaw, and then I covered the area with a tarp because if you block the sun from any plant, you want to get rid of a plant, just block the sun, and that sun gun will die. Now, if it has seeds laying there, as soon as you take the tarp up, it's going to come back. So, at any rate, this plant still today still tries to come back in different areas of my yard, but I keep an eye on it and I keep it, pretty much under control. But they get big. They get really big because when I started feeding this plant, um, and I would dump like around the base of it wood chips and things like that. But anyway, um, I gave up growing anything. I made up a pledge to myself that anything in my yard that's not edible, to my knowledge, that I would make absolutely certain that it has no home here. And I cut down not only that, I try to remove bulbs that would come back every year, and this is what the other owners or people who lived here before me put in the ground, and they let get wild and they let get loose, and and like it's like if you buy about 5 bulbs and then now you got 20 of them underground. That's how bulbs work. They keep multiplying. At any rate, I still have some bulbs in my yard. I can't remember the name of them. They're yellow. Looks like a yellow trumpet. And when spring is about to come on, and I kid you not, they are the first to start emerging. And that I use now as an indicator telling me when it's almost time to do what I got to do. Yep. I use them for that because every year, they without fail, they come up when it's about 6 more weeks of actual cold weather that's going to hit. And you'll see the little tips of them green, pretty green. And I said, wow. And now there's so many of them growing there because of the fact that they're doing well in that location. And when I started planting in that area, blackberries, I learned things about blackberries over the years. Like if you let them grow along elongated um, a vine, they'll get up to 16 feet long and produce maybe a few berries. But if you clip them off at 4 feet, 3.5 feet, somewhere along in that height, they'll bush out and produce more berries. They'll do that, and you'll have more berries than you can shake a stick at. And if you keep, cutting these vines and you know growing the cuttings, you will have more blackberry bushes, and keep cutting them off at about 3.5, 4 feet, and let them bush out. When they bush out, they produce more berries, and it's amazing that so many people don't know that. They'll grow the blackberry, and then what it does is blackberry will grow, lean over, tilt, hit the ground, and it will root itself, creating another plant. So I used to grab those. I still do. I grab them once they hit the ground. I'll pull them from the ground. I'll put them in the location I want them. Cut them off at 3 feet, and leave it there. The only non-food plants I have ornamental grass, tall grass, hostas. Yeah, yeah. Ornamental grass is fine. And it's good to have some ornamental things on your property if you like beauty. But me, all I had was just wild grass that I keep cut, and now this year I'm going to be putting marigolds in. I'm going to put sunflowers plants in, and the reason for that is that the sunflowers, I believe that I can save those seeds, and I also can grow a plant that can improve my soil, and that's why I'm growing the sunflowers. Also, the marigold is a plant that can help keep certain insects out of my yard. So that's a plant that I want to grow, and also I want to collect the seeds from those, and also regrow those next year. Marigold, because marigold is a well-known plant that most gardeners try to use because it keeps mosquitoes away and that sort of thing. So I want to do that. Thank you both for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I am here. I am excited about gardening. It is in the dead of winter, and I'm still excited because I'm going to do the best I can to grow as much as I can this year. And everything looks good so far. Wow. I'm just thinking about my computer, folks. Oh my goodness, it's up and running. I mean, I was going through a lot of different things, and every time that happens, the computer teaches me a lesson. So I said next time I will not mess with these programs like that. I just saw something. When I did I said I have a shared garden, Oh, you adding some trees, tree collars. Where you gonna get the seeds at? Because I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I tried those tree collars. I tried them. I tried them. They some big suckers. Yeah, big. Um, yeah, they're big. But the best thing I would do if I was gonna start some tree collars, I would start them indoors. I would start them indoors. Put them under light. Let them get big and strong. Plant them about 4 to 5 weeks before your last frost date. It really doesn't matter too much, but you want to make sure the soil is where you can work it. And I would put them in the ground because you're going to have success with them. But don't just plant them in the ground and come back because you don't know what's there. You want to make certain that if you put 30 seeds in, you want to make sure when you put 30 seeds in, there were 30 plants out there, 30 plants, not just seeds. Seeds have a tendency sometimes when you put them in the ground and not coming up. And so instead of dealing with that, just start them indoors and then put them out there on the property. Put some compost around them and a little bit of organic plant food and water it in with a little bit of human urine, 1 part urine and 10 parts water. And those plants will jump out of the ground and act crazy on you. They will absolutely act crazy on you. I have cuttings that I keep inside until May. Wait a minute. What cuttings you have? Is that the tree collars? And I'm thinking about getting back into my doing my yes, okay, the tree collar. Okay, so you already got it figured out. You got that figured out. Me, I like using urine when I grow my leafy plants like collards and kale because they act crazy when you give them that. It's something so natural about human urine that the plants just grow like crazy. Good afternoon, all. Hello, how you doing? I'm having a good time, folks. So I got my computer back up and running. Now I just saw something. The program that I was having issues with, which is OBS. When I restored it, it put OBS right back on my system. You know what I'm gonna do with OBS? OBS is gonna be deleted permanently because I don't need that on my system. I don't care what it does or how it works. I don't care anymore. I don't like that program. It's a nasty virus acting kind of program. I don't like it. I do not like it. It's horrible. Um, so when but hey, I respect anyone else if they want to use that program. More power to them. But I can't do it. I can't do not do that anymore. It messed my system up. And I put it on my system about uh, 11/11/2020, and I just want to get rid of that program. I hate that program. It's number one. It took forever to learn it, and once you learn it, you never learn it because you got to always look behind certain windows to deal with it. It's not very clear. See, I have Swiss chard, sausage, cheese, and butterhead lettuce growing. Now, is this growing indoors? First, I should have asked, is it winter in your location? Because I don't know where you're located. Um, I just did something while we was waiting. I no growing outside. Okay, okay. Thank you for that. Let's see. DVD. Oh, sorry, DVD. I just went on here and deleted while we was waiting while I was talking. I went on here and deleted OBS again. I do not want that program. I'm zone 8B. Okay, 8B. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I'm in zone 7B. Or is it 7A? 7B. 7B. Up here in Maryland. I love it. Except for, well, it's a violent city to be in. Baltimore City, and it is a violent city. Crazy. And I hope they get a hold on it. I hope that they can do something where they can kind of curb some of this violence, because, I mean, we had a lot of political stuff going on for the last 4 years, and we had politicians arguing back and forth and firing each other and all of that. And it was just crazy. You know, it was insane. Then the coronavirus came out of nowhere. And so if we can get back to some normalcy where we can have cookouts, parties, and work, build towards something instead of this craziness, and get some of these kids under control that's in the streets, that's doing whatever they want to do, whatever they choose to do. The one good thing about Baltimore City is all the kids here, regardless of what they do in the street, are treated like babies. They do not discipline them. They just say, that's what they do, and let them go. And I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So I just spend my time in my garden, and I focus on that. And I'm going to get back into fishing, because I gave up my fishing, and you know, and they say sometimes when you're a little depressed about things, the way things are going, you kind of give up certain things. They see changes in your behavior, and I did. I gave up fishing. I used to love fishing. I used to go every weekend, and then I gave that up for like 2 years, 3 years, something like that. I gave it up. Um, you know, I gave it up. And fishing is really, really a cool thing to do. And you add that with your, it's good to focus on some things positive. Yes, thank you very much for saying that. Thank you very much for saying that. I like that. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, I bought a scooter, had it 11 years. Guess how many times I rode this scooter? You can count them on your hand. I rode them, but the longest trip I took was about, I think, about 3 miles. The scooter has 60 miles on it, and I had it for 11 years. It has 60 miles on it. I wonder how I got 60 miles on it. I never went anywhere with it, and it would half run. You know, it would half run up, cut off, and all that. I didn't know what was wrong with it. I said, "What is wrong with this thing?" And it ended up with a dirty carburetor. When I got the thing, I put the wrong gas in it. That didn't help. Fishing is so relaxing. Oh yeah, and then I bought a boat. Um, that was a nightmare, because I found out boats are really expensive to operate and maintain. They're really expensive. I mean, a boat will run and everything, but what's wrong with the boat? Could never get them carburetors straight. I hate carbureted motors. Hate them. Hate carbureted motors. I always thought that I could take that motor and get it changed out and get fuel injected 150 Yamaha on the back. I looked at what the price of a 150 Yamaha motor cost. Oh my God. That's all I said was, my goodness. I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'll find a way to make this carbureted motor work. I digress. But getting into the world of gardening and being able to do it right. Let me tell you the best. I want to say this, folks, before I get off. I say my coworkers say the best days of ownership is when you buy it. Sell it. I've heard that saying too. When you buy it, when you sell it. I'm gonna tell you. I bought the boat. I bought by it. I bought it off of Craigslist. It's a 18 and a half foot bass boat. Beautiful. Well, it ain't beautiful. It just needs work. But everything works on it. Put it that way. And I actually when I got it, I rewired the boat. It's a good thing I have those kind of skills. I rewired the whole boat, and I got a trailer that came with it. I had to get a man to come out and re-weld the trailer, because when I took it off the boat, excuse me, when I took it off the trailer, my neighbor was with me, and he said, if I were you, once you get this boat home, I wouldn't drive this on the highway no more. And I said, why would you say that? He said, come in. And he looked at everything on the brackets, and it was all rotted away, everything, and and so I had a welder come to my home, uh, and and he rewelded the whole. I bought all the parts, and it took me a while to find the parts. They had to be right now because you can't mess up and get the wrong parts. And I got the right parts. He welded everything together. He put the brackets, welded everything together, and then I put everything together after he welded. He did a really good job welding. But here's what happened. So I got the trailer together, and we took the boat back out. Of course, the boat won't start and stay running. And I said, what is wrong with this boat? What is wrong with this motor? And if you try to take a boat motor to a repair shop, hang it up, they want $900 for this, $1,500 for that. They will not even look at it. I mean, it's not like a car. Well, a car is expensive too, but you can get some work done on a car. But here's what I wanted to do. I said I want to get the carburetor rebuilt on the boat. The guy said automatically $900, and I said, wait a minute, what? So I rebuilt it myself. I got books, I got tools, and I rebuilt them myself. And then the motor was running great. So how much did that cost? It cost me a couple $100. I rebuilt the starter. I rebuilt the alternator. No, it's called a stator. Stator is what it's called. But I rebuilt it. But I didn't rebuild it. I sent it off. I sent that off to get rebuilt. And I don't think they rebuilt it. All they did was clean it up because they said, no, there's nothing wrong with this stator. And they just cleaned it. Sent it back to me for $150. And when I got to looking at it, I said, wait a minute. Hey, how you doing with the bull? What's going on? I saw some of your videos. I'll be watching them from time to time. All that land you got. And I'm just looking at that saying that, but I don't know if you want to start a farm. I don't know if you want to do that. But you have enough room to start a farm and be selling. You got enough room to start a farm and be selling. I mean, you would collect all kind of vegetables. You would sell right there in front of the door. Of course, you're a member of a church. They're going to want a lot of your stuff. And so you either going to sell it to them or give it to them. But if you sold it to them, they're going to get a good price on it because it's your church. And so I looked at that and I said, he got a lot of land there. All them trees, some of them trees would come down. I would grind them up, make a wood chips out of them. Because you got a lot of land, you could grow a lot of food on that land. You grow a lot of food on that land. Let me tell you, folks, the best video that I saw this year, and this will stick with me the rest of my life. It was a Chinese lady, and she had this backyard that were old world bricks. You just bricks now. Just imagine like Baltimore City used to be back in the day when they used to have bricks as the street instead of blacktop. She was growing all her food in between those cracks, and it was a huge garden with all of these bricks, which she growing in between them. And I looked at that and said, oh my God, I couldn't believe she did that. It was beautiful. She grew corn. She grew big, huge lettuce. I mean, not lettuce, well, she did grow lettuce as well. But she grew cabbage. She grew pepper plants. You should have saw it. The cracks were smaller than this. They were more like, I don't have anything right here. Okay. Here we go. Like that. She was growing in cracks. She would put the seed in the crack and put soil in it and grow the plant. And she grew all of it. I mean, she grew a lot of food. She put people who have full-size gardens to shame. She did. And I looked at that. And I said, oh my God, look what she's doing. She got cracks that she growing in that you can't even really hardly see in the video. You got to really look at them really close to see. And I'm gotta tell you, folks, she impressed me, and she was a young girl too, about somewhere probably in her early 20s. Mama or daddy taught her how to feed herself, and I give credit to that. Absolutely, much respect. She did not have a big laid out garden like some of us have. She did not have it. She did not have that at all. All she had was a cracks in the ground like that, bricks, and she planted in those cracks. She even planted in the side of the wall of the property, the horizontal vertical wall. She grew in those cracks, and I looked at that. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked and amazed. I was much impressed. And I'm gonna tell you something. I see that kind of those kind of gardens. My God, because Americans have some good gardening techniques as well. They just do. Right there, I like what you just said. That is determination. Absolutely, that's determination. You should see it. In fact, write a little note down when you leave this channel here. Go look at that. Go look up Chinese lady growing in cracks. Yep, planting in the cracks. Okay, it's another way to find it. Oh, hello, Miller. Hello, how you doing, Sue Miller? Oh my goodness, I finished looking at your channel. What was it? I think about a week ago. About a week ago, I enjoyed going there. I mean, you are truly a person that does a very good job at your craft. Absolutely, absolutely, I love it. Um, but I gotta tell you, folks, it is. I mean, I've been doing this gardening thing for 20 years. I remember one time I wanted to give up because I said this is getting too hard uh, uh, to uh, to grow these plants because everything kept getting more and more and more and more expensive. So I kept saying, what is going on here? It's like the government and the people who are producing the fertilizers and the water here in Baltimore City. You know, they charge us what they have here is called a rain tax. They charge us for the rain that falls on our. It's called any ground that you have that does not allow rain to penetrate through it, like cement or blacktop. That they will charge you based on the size of that driveway or that cement walk. They will charge you for that. Here's the problem. Hello, how you doing there, Homestead? Oh my goodness, people are popping in here. I want to just say that uh, uh, that when I saw what was going on, I said they're increasing the water cost here. I mean, dramatically increasing it. And then with the rain tax, when you look at that part of your bill and you see how much they charge me for rain, I said, how they charge me this when in fact I do not have any cement sidewalks. I mean, well, the sidewalk belongs to the city, but there's no uh, uh, cement driveways, no blacktop or anything like that. So they just charge me for the hell of it. I mean, because it's not back there on the front back side of my property, but grass. So what I did, I installed a rain barrel system and started storing water. Uh, I was going to do 200 gallons, but now I'm doing 100 gallons. That's enough for me right now. But I built a system that's 100 gallons of water, and it fills up in like when it rains, it fills up in like 30 minutes. The whole 100 gallons is in there from it running off the roof, and it really fills up. Now the system's not working that well because there is a piece of a valve that goes inside the gutter. It's a rubber, and it allows the water to run in to the drum. And once they fill up, it diverts it to go out the normal way. Very slick system someone created. But when the system got old and the rubber parts started to crinkle and kind of bend themselves up, it doesn't work as well anymore. In fact, it doesn't collect water at all anymore. So when that happened, um, I simply lost it to collect water. So now, what's going on now is that I'm going to have to come up with another system because I looked all over the internet. I cannot find that system. It's an old woman at work. She's like a I don't want to say bag lady, but she collects a lot of trash. And she had one of them units brand new in a pack. She has no use for it whatsoever, and she just simply collects it. And she will not sell it. I've asked her. She won't sell it. She won't part with it. Um, uh, she just wherever she got it from, I need it, but she's just gonna store it. When I went online, uh, this unit they don't make. Like you could just buy parts or pieces. They want you to buy the whole kit for $60, $70. I said, wait a minute, all I want is this piece here. I don't want the whole thing. I just want that rubber piece right there. It's like it's just crazy. But anyway, I found another piece that might work. Um, and it's another company that sells something similar. No, it's not similar. It's different. But I want to see if I could use something like that. So it's sold by Lowe's. Lowe's sell it, yeah. And it's a the thing about it, folks, is that I like storing water because when I can water my garden with natural water and not have to endure the cost of watering my garden, watering my trees, and that sort of thing, I'm actually saving, and I choose to do it that way as opposed to um, dealing with a situation where I gotta pay to to water my garden. I hate that, and I hate using water that comes from my city anyway to water my garden because it's filled with different chemicals, bleaches, and that sort of thing. Now, the water that comes from your faucet, if it because of the way you live, we have bleach in our waters here, um, and chlorine, that sort of thing, and so it will kill the biology in your soil. So I choose not to use that. I would much rather use the natural water that comes from the sky that can water my plants and it's free of cost. And what I hooked up to it is a motor. It's a 12 volt uh, pump, and and I purchased that some years ago. And I'm getting ready to get another one because I want one that works very efficient, that does the job it's supposed to do. And the one I have now still works, but it's not as strong as it once was. And so I guess you can understand that. So I've had it for like 7 years now. And the company, if I could get in touch with them and find out what kind of maintenance can I do to improve it, I will keep it because it does still work. But the water used to shoot. I mean, I used to shoot a great water pressure. I hooked it up to a 100 foot hose. I could water anywhere I want on my property, um, and it hooked up to a 12 volt battery. And I took the 12 volt battery, hooked it up to a solar panel to keep the battery charged, and it was a slick system. It was really slick. I liked it. Thank you for the 6 thumbs up, folks. Thank you. So I'm still doing my thing here, making sure uh, that I can definitely grow food at low cost, and it's going to get cheaper for me when I start saving my seeds. Because this year I purchased some seeds this year, and the seeds that I purchased did pretty good um, because I got all my seeds up because I already know what's going to happen. I told everybody to go out and get their seeds now because the seeds are getting ready to get very expensive. And I told people to get their seeds now as opposed to waiting until the seeds go up in the spring and summer. I told them, get your seeds because they're getting ready to get crazy. No one has been farming and been saving seeds over the years because of coronavirus. They've not been out there doing what they normally do. Um, so I went ahead and took a note and said, wait a minute, I better go ahead and jump on this and make sure that I can save these seeds and grow my plants. So I went ahead and make it do what it do and got it done. If I saw your face the moment I kissed your lips, though I'm trying hard not to face it. Yeah, that's it. Rain barrel gutter diverter. It is a beautiful thing, but I can't find it online. I cannot find it online. And I meant to always um, be able to get another one. I thought I could get another one, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And so I said, "Wow, this is really messed up. I can't find what I want." You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. I'm so happy I got my computer back working and I got rid of OBS, that software. I'm looking up I'm just amazed that I cannot find what I'm looking for. I'm looking for growing growing in clay soil. A lot of us have the clay soil, and a lot of us got very heavy soils. And I'm gonna tell you something. I watch people. Walmart online has one, and Amazon has some. Wait a minute, Miss Sue. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see what we got here. Um, Let me see what I can do here because I want to just see if it's the same one. I just want to go look at it real quick. I know that you're there, and I appreciate you. Let's see. Let's go to Walmart. Because if I get to Walmart, I say Wall, because I'll order that thing. Walmart.com. Okay. Let's just see what we got here. Because I know what the one I had. It was beautiful because they got a whole bunch of them. Um, but I need that thing. I need that thing. That thing it was incredible. There it is. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Miss Sue, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I got to tell you this. I don't know why, but they want to sell you the whole kit. But that's it. That one piece right there. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's the one I saw. That's the one I saw. They make it a little different. This goes, okay, because mine went into the front. Let me see now. Let me get it right. It went into the front of the pipe. This one looked like it goes to the side of the pipe. That's what it looks like. But I'd have to examine this a little closer. That looks just like. I mean, it looks like it, but It's from the side. Let me see something there. They made it so that in other words, all they did was improve on it. Yep, because there's that hose. That hose I like. That's part of it. The drill bits and all of the all of this. Yeah, yep, that's it. Thank you, Miss Sue. I appreciate it. Walmart has one, and also Amazon has one. Now they should. I mean, and it's a beautiful thing though. When you get it hooked up right, and you got to make sure that they level when you hook them up. Don't have like one like that. Don't do that because the water wants to run, like downhill. Well, all the information's in it. Oh, I just found. Okay, you can buy just the unit. Yeah, 3 by 4 inch. 3 by 4 inch. That's it. $21.99. Booyah! Let me save this right now. I got it now. I got it. Done. Boom. I saved it to my favorites. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. I got it. But I'm gonna have to change one thing because my diverter went straight into the center of the pipe. This goes through the side, and I can see that it goes through the side. So um, I'm gonna have to find a way to. No, I will find a way to do it. Yeah, yeah, that's the diverter. $21. That's it. That's it right there. $21. All you got to do is hit Walmart and say ship, or you can say to bring it to the closest Walmart, and that's it. Diverter. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Now, what I found is wait, but I think you said let's see now. One second. Wait, let's see what we got here. Now, what I find is that now, what face page are you referring to? Is it Facebook? You said face page. I'm not familiar with that terminology. I guess. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She wants to be close to you. What the world suddenly appears. Every time you are near, they long to be close to you. Facebook. Huh. So you saying that this unit is sold? Wait a minute. Let's see this. I said now I found is that if you go to your Facebook page, you will get that offer from. Mm-hmm. They will send you discount just to get you to buy. Okay, I think you said if I go buy it off of Facebook, that it's a bigger discount. Interesting. I'll try it then. I appreciate that, Miss Miller. Thank you very much because I'm looking to I'm looking to get the unit and be able to save me at the rain barrel. Let's see. See once I was looking for a song and next day Facebook sent me a offer for the same thing. Oh, okay. Now, are you talking about something that's called Facebook Marketplace? Is that? Wait, let me see what this is. Um, Marketplace. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Is that what you're referring to? Okay. Oh, you said no, not on Facebook Marketplace. Okay. Oh, I got you. When you look for something on the internet, the cookies that you're looking for it, and you might see it on Facebook for a cheaper price. Because I would like to get my rain barrel system back up and running. That was one of the best things about my garden was that rain barrel system. It really made things easy. Water hose for it. Um, oh, okay. Well, Miss Sue and everyone, I'm gonna go because my show is getting ready to come on, which is what's the name of the show? Mash. I like Mash. I like Mash. I just like it. So each and every one of you, thank you for stopping by, and especially you, Miss Miller. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything. And for all the rest of you, thank you very much. And remember to keep on growing. This is the Morning Garden Show. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Miss Miller. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.